What if I told you that the Cleveland Browns might be on the verge of a major quarterback shakeup, and that a rookie, Shedeur Sanders, could be the reason? When injuries sideline the starter and a young underdog steps up in a big way, the NFL world watches closely. Could this be the moment Shedeur Sanders becomes the Browns' next breakout star? Let's break it all down. The Cleveland Browns quarterback competition has taken a dramatic twist, and at the heart of it is none other than Shedeur Sanders. A few weeks ago, Sanders was just the rookie on the outside looking in, barely getting first-team reps. Fast forward to now, and he's become the talk of training camp, igniting speculation and hope in equal measure. Despite entering a crowded quarterback room, Sanders never flinched. He understood from day one that he wasn't going to be handed anything. Still, he showed up with a humble mindset and an unshakable determination. I know a lot of people want the opportunity to be at this level, and I'm here, and I'm thankful, he said early in camp. What he might not have known then was just how fast he would prove he belongs. His moment came during a Saturday training session where he turned heads with an electrifying performance. Completing 8 of 11 passes and throwing for 3 touchdowns, Sanders gave Browns fans a glimpse of the future. The highlight? A precision touchdown pass to Deion Johnson, who had slipped behind the linebacker. Sanders saw the opening, trusted his instincts, and fired a perfect spiral into the end zone. It was textbook quarterback play, clean, confident, and composed. Still, even with such brilliance on display, head coach Kevin Stefanski wasn't ready to bump Sanders into the starting role. The Browns had a plan, and Sanders wasn't at the top of it yet, but fate had other ideas. An untimely hamstring strain to starter Kenny Pickett has left the team without a clear QB1. The timetable for Pickett's return remains uncertain, and suddenly, the door is wide open for Shedeur Sanders. What's made this story even more compelling is how Sanders continues to back up the hype. In the following practice, he again impressed. With pressure collapsing around him, Sanders kept his cool, danced away from defenders, and delivered a perfect lob to Gage Larvadain for another touchdown. The moment was captured in a video by insider Brad Stainbrook, and it instantly went viral. Some fans criticized the defense's poor tackling, but most couldn't ignore Sanders' poise and ability to create something magical out of chaos. The noise, both good and bad, hasn't shaken his confidence. In fact, it's only grown. The rookie is performing like a seasoned pro, reading defenses, hitting tight windows, and showing leadership qualities that simply can't be coached. And perhaps the strongest endorsement came from one of the team's biggest stars. Myles Garrett, the 2023 NFL Defensive Player of the Year, has thrown his full support behind Sanders. He's not just offering words. Garrett's been out on the field after practice, working with Sanders on refining his mechanics, particularly his snap timing with center Brady Latham. Garrett praised the entire QB room, highlighting how no one is afraid to make mistakes and that the group is constantly pushing each other to improve, but his attention to Sanders hasn't gone unnoticed. With a seasoned leader like Garrett in his corner and the spotlight shifting his way, Shedeur Sanders is now firmly in the quarterback conversation. Injuries may have opened the door, but it's Sanders' talent, drive, and consistency that might just keep it open. As the Browns continue to assess their options, it's becoming more and more clear. Shedeur Sanders is not just filling in. He's making a case to be the face of the franchise's future under center. So is Shedeur Sanders the Browns' next breakout star? Can he hold off the veterans and win the starting job? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, this quarterback competition just got a whole lot more exciting. What happens when a quarterback with first-round dreams slips into the late rounds, then turns heads at training camp without his legendary father by his side? This is the story of Shedeur Sanders, the son of Deion coach Prime Sanders, and how one powerful choice shocked the media, divided fans, and revealed a new side of the Browns' rookie quarterback. Get ready, because this journey is full of setbacks, redemption, and a powerful demand from a father to a son. Let's dive deep. It was a night filled with anticipation, yet also disappointment, for Shedeur Sanders during the 2025 NFL Draft. Despite the buzz that had him possibly going in the first round, the Steelers passed, the Giants didn't call, and Shedeur watched in silence as the picks rolled in. Ultimately, the Cleveland Browns selected him with the pick number 144. For many, this would be the start of a Cinderella comeback. But for Shedeur, it was just the beginning of another uphill battle. At Browns training camp, the rookie quarterback didn't exactly have a dream start. He wasn't leading the reps, not even sharing top-tier time. Instead, he was working with the third and fourth teams, getting limited reps and facing intense media scrutiny. And in a surprising twist, his father, Deion Sanders, known to never miss a major moment in his sons' lives, was nowhere in sight. Why? Because Shedeur himself had asked Coach Prime to stay away. According to Deion Sanders, it was Shedeur's decision. His son told him bluntly, "Dad, I'm going to get 3 to 4 reps at practice. I don't want you to see me like that. I'm not where I need to be. Let me get there first." Those were the powerful words from a young man who knew the weight of expectations and wanted to face his journey on his own terms. He didn't want to be seen in the shadows of struggle. He wanted to rise before his father's eyes. While Shedeur was grinding through camp, Deion was actually at Tampa Bay Buccaneers training camp, supporting his other son, Deion Sanders. But that wasn't a sign of favoritism. In fact, it highlighted just how much Shedeur was taking this process seriously. Former wide receiver Michael Irvin, a close friend of Deion, praised the young QB for handling it all like a pro. "He ain't mad, he ain't bitter. He knows he's got work to do, and he's putting in that work," Irvin shared, and Shedeur already had a plan. He told his father to wait until preseason, when he expects to get real action, before coming to see him perform. Deion repeated his son's words with pride, saying, "He told me come to the preseason. That's when you'll see me work." It must have brought peace to Coach Prime's heart, who has been quietly fighting his own battle with bladder cancer since spring. These months haven't been easy for the Sanders family. From the slip in draft position to off-field headlines, like 2 speeding tickets within a single month, it seemed criticism was coming from all directions. Even Browns general manager Andrew Berry called his actions not very smart, and the rookie admitted his mistakes, promising to grow from them. And yet, inside the crowded quarterback room filled with veterans like Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur isn't letting anything rattle him. Despite being behind on the depth chart, he's holding his head high, working harder than ever and staying laser-focused. During the first 13 full 11-on-11 sets at training camp, Flacco took 7 reps with the first team, Pickett 5, Gabriel 1. Shedeur, still waiting. Head coach Kevin Stefanski hasn't given him any first-team reps just yet, but he's been quick to recognize the rookie's professionalism and work ethic. Shedeur does a nice job of keeping the main thing the main thing. "He's working hard and keeping his head down," said Stefanski. Shedeur is using this limited opportunity wisely. Unlike his days at Jackson State or Colorado, where he started immediately under Coach Prime, now he's studying the playbook, absorbing the system, and learning how to be patient. His quarterback's coach, Bill Musgrave, who once played alongside Deion Sanders in 1994, praised Shedeur's progress, especially his development in calling plays in the huddle and under center. "This isn't just about earning a spot on the roster. It's about proving he belongs." Even though he's aware of the noise, the outside drama, and the doubts, Shedeur Sanders remains grounded. "It doesn't make me feel down or left out," he said confidently, "because I know who I am. I know what I bring to this team." Shedeur Sanders may have been drafted late, overlooked by teams that once considered him a top prospect. But in the shadows of a challenging camp, away from the spotlight of Coach Prime, he's forging his own identity. With preseason on the horizon, the question remains, when Shedeur finally gets the chance to show the world what he's made of, will he rise and silence the critics? Hit that like button if you believe in second chances, and subscribe for more in-depth stories from the world of football. Turn on the bell so you don't miss when Shedeur Sanders finally takes the field, because something tells us this is only the beginning.